Hey everybody, Post Slew here. There she is. Maid in the Shade. An original B-25 bomber from World War II. Totally restored. Got a chance to get up close and personal with her. I'm in Nampa, Idaho. We've got two restored bombers from the World War II era. The first one is Maid in the Shade, a B-25, and the other one is Sentimental Journey, a B-17. We'll get up close and personal. Maid in the Shade. There she is. Evidently in 1944, this baby was based in Siragia, Corsica, in the Mediterranean. This thing is bristling with 50 caliber machine guns. Two on the side, two out of the nose, two out of the upper turret. And if we walk around the other side, you will see two more right there. I can't tell you exactly what the bomb capacity was in the B-25. It was a medium-sized bomber. Anybody of you know anything about the B-25? It was the first to bomb Tokyo in May of 1942 under the command of Doolittle. Maid in the Shade. Isn't she gorgeous? Now we'll turn around and take a look at Sentimental Journey. Sentimental Journey. This baby was built in 1945, right near the very end of the war. This was the technological height of development for the B-17. It had all the newest supercharged engines, various modifications to the armament. I couldn't be specific, but as the war went on, they added more and more machine guns to the arsenal of this machine. We'll get up close and personal with her too. Sentimental Journey. Betty Grable and her tight little buns. They added more and more 50 caliber machine guns to this particular model as the war went on. And we'll walk around and take a look at some of them. Initially there was just one 50 caliber out of the nose. Later on in the war, they added this lower turret, and they also added a bubble on the side. You'll see the ball turret up on top turret. Added another machine gun bubble on the left side of the nose.
So what? This is a G. So this is a later one, right?
Yeah. So this is built in late '44. Oh, really? Do you know which model he flew?
I don't. I gotta go back to the record. Actually, on packets and all the dimensions.
Here we see the ball turret in the belly. Traditionally, the gunner who manned this ball turret was smaller in stature because it was a tight little bubble. and the hatch leading down into it is very small. So guys about the size of Mickey Rooney would fit into that. Left side, belly gunner.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it, you know.
And the tail gunner.
That was, my gosh, you never saw a civilian car.
Now, initially, when they first came out with the B-17 in 1936, they did not have a tail gunner. But as the development progressed, they added a tail gunner underneath the rear tail. There's surprisingly a lot of room in the back of this thing that may have actually made it larger towards the end of the development of the B-17. Because in some war movies I've seen and some archival footage, it didn't seem like there was that much headroom in the tail here. So, looks like there's a lot of room.
Anyway, we weren't getting anybody in there, and pretty soon you opened the doors.
Here we are back to Maid in the Shade. There's the left side waist gun there. See the difference in tail section on these. These had two tails with a really wide rudder.
Terribly tiring. I was maintenance most of the time, but I did get
There's the tail gun on the B-25.
trips overseas.
Something else you notice the difference between the two. This being a light to a medium-sized bomber. It had tricycle gear. The nose stayed down on the pavement when I landed. The B-17 had a tail wheel, so there was a tail dragger. So it took some work. Keep your eyes down the runway till you picked up speed and the tail lifted up off the tarmac. But with B-25, you had a straight shot all the way down the runway.
Well, good luck. You have fun.
And there's the right sideways gun. So if you count them up, there's 1, 2, 2 more for the waist gunners, 3, 4, 2 more on top, 5, 6, 2 on the right side, 6, 7, 2 on the left side, 7, 8, and 2 in the nose, 9, 10. 10 50 caliber BMGs. These were mostly used for strafing, anti-tank, anti-material. That's why they put so many 50s pointing forward. It's even been said that they'd put in a 20mm cannon in the nose so they'd have just a little bit more punch. So there they are, Maid in the Shade, B-25 bomber, and Sentimental Journey, B-17. A couple of old war horses here. Served to stem the tide in World War II, bring victory to the Allies.